Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something that's been popping up everywhere online, the Sopami Car Coating Spray.
Oh, yeah. Those ads are hard to miss.
Totally. They're like pure clickbait drama, right? You see this really scratched up, dirty car paint,
hmm
and then boom, quick spray, wipe, and it looks brand new, glossy.
That instant transformation, that's the hook.
Mhm.
So we've been digging into the sources, the reviews, everything we could find on this product.
And what's the official pitch?
It's marketed as, advanced nanotechnology, a spray that supposedly gives you that showroom shine and creates this protective layer.
A hydrophobic ceramic layer, they call it.
Exactly. Protection from dirt, UV rays, water, even scratches, supposedly. Our mission today is basically to check if the reality lines up with those dramatic ads.
Okay, so the promise is huge, professional coating results, but you do it yourself at home, easy.
And they claim it prevents oxidation, that dulling of the paint over time, and lasts long term.
Which sounds amazing,
Ooh.
but then you compare it to, well, actual professional ceramic coatings.
Right. And that's where things get interesting. A true ceramic coating, the kind detailers apply, involves a lot of prep work.
Like paint correction, cleaning.
Intense surface prep, yeah.
Mm.
And crucially, proper curing time. We're talking hours, sometimes days, depending on the product.
That time is needed for the chemical bond, right? Between the coating and the car's clear coat.
Precisely. It's a chemical reaction. It needs that time to really harden and bond properly.
So a 30-second spray versus hours of work, that's a big difference.
It is. And this is where the reviews and detailing forums chime in. According to those sources, the Sopami product, it's often characterized as, well, basically an overpriced detailing spray.
Just a quick shine product.
Pretty much. They report it just doesn't seem to contain the necessary stuff, the chemical elements, for a real lasting ceramic bond. It gives some gloss, maybe some water beading.
Ah, the water beading. That looks so cool in the ads, doesn't it? Water just flies off.
It does look impressive. But hydrophobic, that beading effect, doesn't automatically mean deep protection. It can just be a temporary sealant effect on the surface.
And is that what users are finding? Does it last?
Well, customer reports largely seem to back that up. People say, yeah, you get a quick shine, maybe some beading initially, but it reportedly fades fast, doesn't survive many washes, and the scratch healing claim from the ads. The feedback seems pretty clear. Definitely not.
Okay, so it's not magically filling in scratches.
No. And the technical analysis from, detailing communities, they often rank these types of sprays pretty low. The suggestion is they're often just simple mixtures.
Like what?
Maybe some solvents, some silica perhaps, but not the complex chemistry of a true ceramic coating. That nanotechnology label gets thrown around a lot.
It sounds fancy.
It does. But nano just means small particles. It doesn't guarantee performance. Here, reports suggest it might just be a buzzword for basic ingredients.
And the hydrophobic effect, the water beading, how long does that actually last, according to users?
Maybe a few weeks, reportedly, which, is okay for a quick detailer spray, but it's nowhere near the years of protection you'd expect from a proper ceramic coating or even a good wax.
Some users even complain it felt like. Mostly water and foam.
Yeah, there were reports like that too, suggesting maybe low concentration of active ingredients.
Okay, let's shift to the marketing itself. Sources point out some red flags there too, right?
Uh-huh. Things like aggressive sales tactics. Lots of reports mention fake urgency.
Like 50% off today only, but it's always today.
Exactly. Or those low stock warnings trying to pressure you into buying right now. Standard high-pressure stuff.
And what about the company itself, the sourcing?
Well, reports suggest digging into the details is tricky. Some sources mention seeing generic, maybe even copy-pasted 5-star reviews on the sales pages.
Not verified customer reviews then?
Seemingly not. And the fine print often lacks clear info about the actual manufacturer or any, verified certifications.
So putting it all together, the sources seem to allege this could be a generic product, maybe from overseas.
That's the picture painted by several reports, yeah. The allegation is that it might be a standard drop shipping item, available very cheaply on wholesale sites like Alibaba.
Like for $1 or so.
Potentially, yeah. Then sellers rebrand it, slap on a nanotech label, create flashy ads, and mark it up significantly, selling it for, say, $20 or even more.
Wow. So, okay, the key takeaway for someone listening.
Based on all these reports and reviews we looked at, this product seems to function more like a short-term detailer. It gives you that instant gratification shine.
But not real long-lasting paint protection.
That seems to be the consensus from the sources, yes. It's more about quick appearance enhancement than durable protection.
Got it. And we should add,
Right, the important disclaimer.
Yeah.
This entire discussion is based purely on the available reports, user reviews, and technical assessments shared online. We aren't endorsing the product claims, nor are we personally verifying the counterclaims from reviewers. We're just relaying the information found in the sources provided.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here's something to think about. Given this context, the drop shipping potential, the huge markups, the buzzwords, maybe the next time you see an ad promising some miracle transformation with nanotechnology, ask yourself, how is this tech actually being marketed? And maybe more importantly, what verifiable third-party proof should you look for before you pressed any product, especially with something as important as your car's finish? Something to consider.